Hello friends! So let me just address what's going on with my face really quick. So I actually haven't filmed in quite a while. I was intending on having like 1 or 2 videos out by now, but then something happened to my face. And I know I said I wanted to like be more presentable when I film and stuff, so I haven't been filming because this side of my face was like bright red for almost a month. I must have come in contact with something that I'm allergic to and didn't know it because you can still kind of see it. I had like this massive red itchy rash all over my face. I like scratched off half of my eyebrow because it was so irritating, and it started to happen on this side of my face, and it was going away or like getting better over time, so I didn't like go in for it or anything. And then I itched it super bad in my sleep, I'm guessing because I woke up on Monday and today is Wednesday, and this eye was nearly swollen shut. Thankfully, my brother had stayed the night, and because we only have one vehicle right now, me and Steven. And so I woke my brother up and I was like, hey, I think you might have to take me into urgent care after work. And he was like, okay, no problem. And then I went into the bathroom because I could like feel how swollen it was. And I went into the bathroom and I was like, Zephyr, you need to take me to urgent care right now. So I got some stuff for it and it's like going away. It's still kind of swollen. That's why I haven't been filming or putting out any videos, because my face has been healing. Because I didn't want to like show you guys my like really red and icky face. But then today I was like, you know what? Let's just do it. I just want to talk about these books that I'm going to be reading and just be genuine. And yeah, so I'm not wearing any makeup at the moment, obviously, because my face is still healing and coming back to normal color. It doesn't itch really that much anymore, which is nice. But yeah, we still have no idea what it was from. I hadn't started using anything new. Anyway, doesn't matter. So it is officially fall and I'm so excited. So I got my fall mug. I got this at Aldi for like $4. It's got my latte foam on it and it's so cute and I'm obsessed with it and I'm very happy. I will have to show you guys our backyard later because fall has fallen in Minnesota and it is so exciting. I could cry. I wanted to show you guys the books that I'm going to be reading over the next couple days or a couple weeks. I don't know how long it's going to take me to finish because I have been reading a book that has been taking me forever because I'm so bored. Well Met by Jen DeLuca. So I started reading this because my last video we went to the Renaissance Festival and I started reading this I think before we went because I was like, oh, I want to get like in the mood for the Ren Fest. I started this a long time ago and I'm only on page 70. That's how bored I am with this book. The main character is like a horrible person. Like, I would not be her friend. She's just very crass and rude, and just like the way she's talking about one of these guys, like one of these other characters, she's just like, I don't like double standards when it's like don't objectify women but then women turn around and do the same thing to men. Like, and she's doing that to this guy, talking about how she only wants to go because she's like volunteering for this Ren Fest and like only gonna go so she can stare at him. It's gross. So I'm very bored and I don't want to not finish because I hate not finishing books. So I might pick it up eventually, but I want to do some fall reads because it's like the perfect fall weather. So, or at least it looks like it. It's kind of warm, but yeah. So I think I'm just going to put this down for now. So I do have 3 books that I am very excited to read. So this first one, it's like, I've heard 50-50 on it. So either it's like the best book they've ever read or it's absolute trash and I hated it. Like, that's all I've heard. I've never heard anything in between. So I'm kind of nervous, but also really excited. And it's Bunny by Mona Awad, I think is how you say it. I'm so excited to read this. I actually didn't even know what it was about until recently after I'd already ordered it. For some reason, I expected this to be about like literal rabbits. But it's not. It's about like this clique, rich girls who call each other Bunny and seem to move and speak as one. Kind of like Mean Girls vibes. Everything changes when Samantha, I'm assuming that's the main character, receives an invitation to the Bunny's fabled smut salon and finds herself inexplicably drawn to their front door, ditching her only friend Ava in the process. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy this or not, just by the name of the smut salon. Smut salon? Smut salon? I feel like I'm probably not going to love this book, but I'm desperate to know the plot that's like got people all up in arms about whether they love or hate this book. So I don't know, I'm nervous to read it, but I'm also excited, and I'm feeling like I'm just gonna think it's really weird, and I don't like inappropriate stuff, so by the name of Smut Salon, I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of inappropriate stuff in here. The next book is one of my most anticipated reads of the year, and that is Long Live the Pumpkin Queen by Shay Earnshaw, and I am over the moon excited. My brother is waiting to read this because I bought it when I was at Barnes & Noble, and he was like, okay, we're both gonna read it, and I've never seen my brother read a book, so I'm excited to actually see him read something. But Shay Earnshaw's writing, as you've heard me say before, is so poetic and beautiful and lovely and wonderful and amazing, and I'm just so excited to read another one of her books. And we all love The Nightmare Before Christmas, of course, and I'm excited to hear Sally's story. It sounds like she goes into like the other doors, like how Jack did to get to Christmastown. So I guess Sally is wandering around with Zero and found another hidden door that leads to Dreamtown. So that sounds so exciting and dreamy. So I'm so excited to read this. I've heard nothing but good things about it. So, and I wanted to wait until October. I think I mentioned that. I bought this at like the end of August, beginning of September time frame. So I've had it for a while and it's been sitting here staring at me. So I'm excited to finally read it. And then the last book that I've heard that this is a good fall book. I've heard that it was like terrifying. So by one person. So I don't know if like that was an off kind of perspective about it because I haven't heard that from anywhere else, but it looks like it's probably kind of scary. And it's Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney. And I do like Alice Feeney. I read her book, I think it was Rock, Paper, Scissors is by her, and I loved it. The twist was fantastic. It was actually my first, I think it was my first thriller. Yeah, I think so. And it was so good. So I'm really excited to read this. Again, no idea what it's about. You know, if you've been here a while, you know that I do not read synopsis before I buy books, unfortunately. Sometimes I do, but not usually. After years of avoiding one another, Daisy Darker's entire family is assembling for Nana's 80th birthday party in Nana's crumbling gothic house on a tiny tidal island. Okay, so yeah, perfect fall book. That sounds kind of spooky. They're finally back together one last time, and when the tide comes in, they will be cut off from the rest of the world for 8 hours. Ooh. Oh no, Nana is found dead. And then another family member. Oh my gosh, somebody's killing these people off one by one. Huh. The Darkers must reckon with their present mystery as well as their past secrets before the tide goes out and all is revealed. Ooh, that sounds spooky. Oh, okay. So, yes, these are the 3 books that I am looking forward to reading. I probably won't finish these in this vlog because I'm a very slow reader. I like to take my time and annotate everything and really take it in. Still don't do audiobooks yet, but I might maybe do a trial or something to try to get these 3 in the next couple, like, week or 2. So yeah, I'm excited to actually start reading a book that I want to read because, like I said, the Well Met book just like has me not wanting to read because it was just so boring. If it gets better, let me know if you've read that book because like the whole outline of it sounded cute, and like one part of it was cute when they were in the coffee shop in the beginning. The main character and like the guy that she's kind of like, she hates but she's kind of interested in and she doesn't want to admit it to herself. But anyway, let me know if it gets better because I kind of do want to read it. I think I'm gonna start with Bunny because I don't know, I just need to know what this book is about that's getting people all worked up about it. So it looks like a smaller book, but the printing in this book is really tiny. Like that's like the smallest font you could have possibly picked. So it might take me a while. I feel like I'm not gonna like this book for some reason, but I'm hoping it still has like good one-liners or something. I just know that this is gonna be really weird. I've heard that from everybody, like just, it's really weird, so. Anyway, so I've got some like fall ambience on my computer screen. I think I'm just gonna diffuse something and sit in here and read because we got a new couch and we're gonna be returning it because 1, is really uncomfortable, and 2, it was supposed to be green and it showed up blue. So I don't want to sit on the couch that I don't like and that I didn't expect to arrive. So anyway, I'm gonna jump into reading Bunny, and hopefully over the next few days I'll be able to wear makeup again and look nicer because I haven't been able to do my skincare with this either. So yes, let's dive into Bunny. already I can attest that this book is weird. I'm only on page 2 and I've read like 3 sentences. Oh no, I'm on page 4. But I've read like 3 sentences that it's like, wait, what? Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, but I'm entertained at least. Okay, so it is Friday morning, well, Friday afternoon now. I have made it to page 96. I don't even know what to say. Like, you know oh, sorry, my dogs are crying. You know how in 10 Things I Hate About You, how Gabrielle Union's character was like, I know you can be underwhelmed and I know you can be overwhelmed, but can you ever just be whelmed? Because I am feeling whelmed right now. Oh my gosh. I feel like she's tripping, the main character. Like, I feel like this is, in the end, it's gonna be like she's been in a psych ward this whole time and none of this is actually happening because it's so strange, if that's the right word. Yes, I just did my skincare, so I'm like super shiny. We're about to go on a road trip up north, so that's why I'm just like rocking the hoodie and shiny face. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. So this has like everything I don't like. Like, it has a lot of swearing, it has a lot of inappropriate talk, it has a lot of words that I'm not a fan of, but for some reason I just want to keep reading it, and I don't know why that this is like enticing me. Something about the bunnies, like the girls, are like so fascinating to me, and I don't know why. Like, I love the way that they talk. And it's very culty though, like very cultish, if that's a word. It's very cultish, the girls. And just like the way they talk in my head, I hear them say it like very like, Samantha. Like, I don't even know. I don't know, but this is just very different from anything I've ever read. I don't even know what to say. I'm just feeling very whelmed. Like, so anyway, like I said, we're about to head out. Oh my gosh. We're about to head out on a 2-hour road trip. So I'm gonna read this some of the way. I'm probably gonna be distracted staring out the window because the fall colors are fantastic here in Minnesota right now. I'm gonna try to read more though, for sure. Rogan! My dogs are crying so hard right now. Stop! But I didn't really get to read much at all yesterday. I mean, I did for a little bit when Steven was watching the football game, but after we went out on our breakfast date, we came back and painted all of our kitchen cabinets, and they're beautiful. So I'm excited to be able to read more today. I do have a few pages tabbed. Like, there are some lines in here that I was like, okay, I like that. Or, okay, that, I bet that was a sentence that nobody else in the world has ever said before, which probably most of the tabs, but... So yeah, Bunny is just, it's messing with my brain right now, and I don't really know how to feel about it, so I'll give you guys an update later about what's going on, because right now I still don't know what's going on. Hello again. So we are finally home. We've been in Wisconsin all weekend because we went to Applefest and everything. And I have been reading Bunny. Okay. So yes, my face is still like pink and irritated. So it was like almost gone on Friday. Yeah, Friday it looked great. Like, it looked better than this. It was practically gone. The, like, medication that they gave me was for Monday through Friday. So Friday I was like, great, it's gonna go away. Like, I feel like I should be taking the medication for like 2 more days just to make sure it's like gone. But whatever. So then Saturday it started to get like kind of irritated and itchy, and then Sunday it was like full on came back with a vengeance. My face started to get swollen again. It was really red, it hurt, and it was itchy. So we had to go into urgent care in Wisconsin because we were staying at my husband's parents' house, and I had to get like another I had to get another prescription, and like it was a whole thing. So now it's starting to look better again, but I'm just like ready for this to go away. And I'm really hoping and praying that this isn't like a new allergy to something. I'm hoping that it was just like I came into contact with something a while ago and now it's done and over with and that's it, and this just has to go away. Like, I'm just praying to Jesus that this does not stick around, because anytime I have something like health-wise happen, it makes me realize how absolutely grateful I should be every other day for like my health, especially when it comes to things like skin. You don't realize how grateful you are to have like nice skin until you don't have nice skin. But anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to point that out in case you notice that my face is like really red and puffy and irritated in some places. We're still working through this, so. But anyway, so back to the bookish stuff. Also, yes, I am watching Gilmore Girls while I work. I'm on my lunch break. So, Bunny. I am on page 233, so I'm almost done with it. Today is Tuesday. I was intending on finishing this on Sunday, but then we had to go into urgent care and all that. And then yesterday I was like, okay, I'll finish it on my day off. But then Steven ended up having the day off, so we hung out the whole day, which was even better. But so yeah, I haven't finished it yet, but I'm almost there. Okay, so you know how before I had said like I'm just feeling like whelmed about this book, like because it's weird but it's also kind of intriguing, like you kind of want to know what's going on, like it was kind of interesting. And now I'm kind of to the point where like I feel like the writing has gotten to the point where it's just saying things on purpose that don't make sense for shock value, and it like to me it's taking away from the story. So like I almost like zone out when I'm reading this sometimes, and I'm like, wait, did I actually just read all that? Because it just sometimes it just says weird things that are like, what? Like, okay, like it's almost for shock value. Like it's almost trying so hard to be weird that it's like not weird, it's just easy to ignore. I've got a good amount of tabs because there are some like good one-liners in here, and then some of them I just tabbed because I'm like, okay, nobody else in the world has ever said that sentence. But again, like this isn't my style as far as like there's a lot of swearing, a lot of inappropriate stuff, like it's just very crass and gross in a lot of areas. I could put up with that for like the first half because the story was interesting and it was like really drawing me in, but now it's to the point, like I said, where it's just like so weird that it's not interesting to me anymore. Now it just feels like they're just putting random things in there to be like, ha, I'm weird. Like, I don't know. I understand why people like this if they like the shock value weirdness. I understand why people don't like this because of all the reasons I just listed. I don't understand how people can become obsessed with this and think it's like the greatest literary piece of life. So anyway, yeah, I'm almost done with it. Hopefully I'll finish it tonight, maybe tomorrow. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of just reading this now just to get it over with because it's not really intriguing me anymore. I was telling my brother about this and he was like, you should stop reading that book. Hopefully I'll finish that soon so that I can move on and read The Pumpkin Queen. Long live the Pumpkin Queen, because I'm looking forward to that. So I will close this vlog out when I finish that tonight or tomorrow. But for now, I have to get back to work and then I'll read more tonight. I got a stand mixer, which I'm very excited about, so I might do some baking tonight, but we'll see. I've also got some sewing projects that I want to do, but I may or may not do this in this vlog. I kind of just want to get this book over with. So anyway, I will see you in a little bit. Okay guys, I am on page 270 of Bunny, and I'm so ready for this book to be over with. Just when I start to like read a part where I'm like, okay, this is actually kind of decent, I kind of like the writing, it's okay, and then something stupid happens or something stupid is said or it gets gross, and I'm just like, I'm so ready for this flippin' book to be over. Okay, so yes, page 270, and I think there's like 305 pages. Yeah, 305 pages. I haven't been able to read a ton the last few days, only a little bit. I'm waiting in the truck while Steven's getting his haircut. But yeah, I'm just, at the beginning, I thought it was really great and enticing and entertaining, and then it just got like gross and weird, and not even like a good weird, like Alice in Wonderland is a good weird. Is it just weird? Like, I feel like it's just saying things now for the sake of trying to be weird and not actually telling a story. So at this point, I'm just annoyed and I feel like it's a waste of my time. Again, there are like good lines in here. Like, I have tabs of some stuff that I was like, oh, that's kind of nice. But there's nothing beautiful about the story. There's nothing to get from it. It's actually very toxic and concerning in a lot of areas. And I don't understand how people like are inspired by this. I'm probably sounding really harsh, but I have to be honest. Oh, I don't get it. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna read some more, hopefully finish this book in the next day or two. Like, I've been saying that for a week, but I've almost like kind of been putting it off because I don't enjoy reading it. But at the same time, I want to get it done and over with so I can move on to my next book. So, I'm gonna read some more. I'm so glad this is over with. I finished this last night. I got pretty far when I was reading in the truck waiting for Steven. I'm so happy this is over. Okay, so genuine question for people who have read this book or love this book. I feel like I missed something. I feel like I don't understand the twist. I don't understand the whole overall arching theme. I feel like I missed it because I finished the book and genuinely my thought was like, what was the point of this book? Like, no judgment on you if you love this book. If you think this book is great, God bless you. Like, you're allowed to like what you like. To me, I was like, this is the worst thing that I've ever read in my life. Nothing made sense. It's supposed to be like a horror comedy. I didn't laugh one time at anything in this book. Nothing was funny to me. There was no humor in it whatsoever. Genuinely, reading this book, it felt like there was a dark cloud over my life for the few days that I read this. And I'm sure if you asked my husband, he probably would say that I was crabby when I was reading it. Like, it was just a dark, gloomy, pointless experience. I'm sorry if this is gonna sound really harsh, but I just have to be totally honest. And I got nothing positive or good out of this book at all. And I understand that it's supposed to be like for entertainment, but I found nothing entertaining about this book. Honestly, the first half I was like enticed and I was like, hey, this could be good. Like, this could be like a genuine, good, weird story. And then it just got stupid. And I know that I had said this already, but like, it felt like the weirdness was being changed into a kind of weird that was more for shock factor or shock value instead. So like, the weirdness played no part in anything. It was just weird for the sake of being weird, for the sake of trying to be weird and quirky and unique. And it was just, it felt like it was trying too hard to be different. And which is funny because that's one thing that like the bunnies accuse Samantha, where they're like, it just feels like you're trying too hard to be like that outcast, to be different. Like, that's exactly what this book is to me. But I genuinely feel like I missed the big point of this book. So if you've read this, like, please explain to me what I missed and why this is supposed to be amazing to some people, because I genuinely do not understand. And even from like, and I know some people are gonna hate to hear me say this, but like, as a Christian, like, keep your distance from this. Like, this was just dark, demonic trash. And it was just, like I said, the weirdness wasn't a good weird. It wasn't like a good Alice in Wonderland, carefree, interesting, makes your mind work, kind of goofy weird. It was just like a, I'm just gonna say random things to make me seem like I'm quirky and unique kind of weird. And yeah, this was just the worst book that I've ever read in my life. I really don't even know what else to say. Again, I feel like I missed it. I feel like I missed whatever the overarching theme or lesson that people get from this. I'm like, why are people obsessed with this? I don't understand it. I don't understand, like, Ava, was she real? Did she actually, like, did all that happen? And then like the very last sentence, I won't read, I don't want to like spoil it for anybody, but like the last sentence, like, sure, Samantha says, so is she tripping this whole time? Was I right? I have nothing positive to say about this book other than the writing style was okay, and like the first half it was okay. I like the constant responses when like the bunnies would respond to something and it was just like line after line after line and it didn't say who said what. Like I actually really liked that. I found that very interesting, but other than that, like, this is just dumb. This, I will read this one sentence that I actually liked though. But they're talking about like seeing homeless people on the street, and it says, homeless man, don't look, don't look, don't look. That causes an owie inside. No, do look. It's sad. Makes you think, makes you deep. Our mothers always said to look hard at the things of this world that are owies on the eyes because they will put more colors in your inner rainbow. It's like that was the kind of weird that I like. That kind of weird made me highlight it and tab it. I was like, wow, that was actually good. Like that's the kind of weirdness that I was hoping this book would bring me. And then it just got gross and weird, and not like gory gross, like gore doesn't, it's whatever to me, but like just stupid gross, like random people starting to have sex. I don't know, it was just stupid, and I just hated this book so much. And so yeah, no judgment on you if you loved it. If you loved it, good for you. I would love to understand why, but I don't think I'm gonna get there. So anyways, yeah, that was my experience with Buddy. 10 out of 10, do not recommend, but I mean, if it sounds like you'd be interested, then by all means go for it, but I will certainly never read that again. Thanks for watching this and listening to all my rants about it. I had a feeling that I wasn't gonna like this book, so I'm not surprised. I kind of knew that it was going to be a no-no for me just based on, like I said, the whole concept of like the smut salon. I was like, okay, well that sounds gross and not interesting at all. But like I like taking things away from books, whether it's like learning something or like a good feeling, a lesson learned, or a deep thinking book. And I got nothing positive. I got nothing of value out of this book at all, not even entertainment. So it was just like, yeah, anyway. I could talk about this for a while, but I won't because I've already been talking forever. So thanks for watching this and listening to me rant about it. I'm very excited for my next video. I'll be doing a fall day reading Long Live the Pumpkin Queen, which I know I'm gonna love. I better love it after what I just went through. I'll be probably filming that tomorrow because we're gonna go to church in the morning, and then Steven has a hunting day with his buddies. So I'll be home alone and I can bake and do fall things. So anyway, thanks for being here and listening to me and being a supporter of my channel and being my friend. And yes, so I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!